So now we will see color values in CSS. So guys, basically there are various ways in order to define the colors in CSS. So the very first way is by using the color names that we have seen previously as well, and this is one of the examples that we can give the color name as red, yellow, green to some of the CSS properties. So let us check this with the help of examples as well in VS Code. So basically I'm going to remove the attributes in the existing HTML elements that we had written previously. So as you can see over here, we have a header element with the text, this is heading 1, then we have a paragraph tag, this is a paragraph, and we have a div element, that is, this is a div element over here. Let me just save this file now, and we'll also remove the content inside the style.css. So we don't have any styling right now. So let me just save these files and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, this is the default way using which all the HTML elements are getting displayed. Now guys, let us say we want to have certain background color to this entire page over here. So in order to have the background color to this entire page, which is being represented by the body tag, what we can do is we can provide the background color to this body tag. So inside this style.css, we will provide the selector, that is body tag in this case, followed by open and close curly braces, and then over here we will be providing the background color. Now guys, how do we provide the background color in this case? So the very first example is by using the color name. So let us say we want the background color to be yellow. So simply we can provide the yellow color name in this case. So guys, this is one of the basic ways in order to use the color names so that a particular color can be applied to the CSS property. Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, the background color of the entire body has been updated to yellow color. Now guys, let us move to another way. Over here we can also use the RGB values for color. So we have to use the RGB function in this case, inside which we will be having the numbers. Now these numbers are representing the red component, green component, and the blue component. So over here we have three numbers which are separated by commas in this case, and the numbers can go from 0 up to 255. Now 0 means no red component is present, and 255 means the entire red component is present inside this particular color. And the same values are applicable for green and blue as well. So guys, this RGB stands for red, green and blue, which will have their own components based on our requirements that we can define. So how do we apply this particular color? So let us check that as well. So let's say if we want the heading color to be red, so what we can do is inside the style.css we have to provide the header tag, that is h1 in this case, followed by open and close curly braces. Now guys, we want the font color to be red color. So simply we can use the color property, and this time instead of using the color name that we had used previously, we will be using the RGB values. So over here as you can see, VS Code is suggesting us this RGB option, which is having the red, green and blue parameters which we have to define as numbers, which should go from 0 up to 255. So guys, over here the red component we will apply it as 255. The green component, let's say we don't want any green component to be displayed over here, so we simply have to provide 0 number. And then for the blue component as well, we provide 0 so that no blue component is applied to the color. So basically it is going to be a pure red color in this case, since it is having 255 value for the red component. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, the header element is now having the font color as the red color with the help of this RGB function in this case. So guys, you can play around with the values of these RGB that you can provide with the help of these numbers. Let's say I want to reduce some portion of this red component. So simply set it as 200. So instead of 255, we set it as 200 over here. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So it has been updated to a little darker version of the red color now. One important point to note over here is when all the components are 0, then it will be a black color. So let's say we provide 0 as the red component as well. So it has been updated to black color as you can see over here in this square. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So it is a black color, and if we provide the entire portion, that is 255, to all the components. So let's say we provide 255 to red, green, and then let's say we provide 255 to blue as well, so it will be converted to a white color now. So let me just save this file and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So this is a white color which is not mixing well with the background color which we have already applied as the yellow color. So guys, in this way you can play around with these numbers and set the color based on your requirements. So currently we want to set it as the red color for the text of the header element. So I'll save this file now and try reloading this page. So this is the red color by using the RGB values. Now guys, let us move to another way of using the color values. So we have another way as the hex values in this case, for which we use the hash character followed by red component that is being represented by the first two characters. Then we have green component that is third and fourth character, and then fifth and sixth character as the blue component over here. So just like RGB, in which case we are having the numbers from 0 up to 255, in the hex color we have 00 up to FF. So 00 will be representing the black color, and FF, that is the maximum number, will be representing the white color over here. So guys, let us say we want to change the font color of paragraph this time with the help of the hex color. So what we can do is, again we have to come to the style.css file, and then we provide the p tag which will help us in order to provide the CSS property to the paragraph. And let's say we want the color, in which case we will be using the hex color. So this time we will be using the blue color in order to be applied to the text of this paragraph. So what we can do is, we provide the hash character. So the red component should be 0, so this time we will provide 00, and then we have the green component which should be again 0, so 2 times 0. So guys, total 4 times 0, and then followed by 2 times F, because we want 100% of the blue color over here, and that is why we have provided FF character in the end. So guys, total 6 characters will be there. 2 characters from each, that is red, green and blue, will be used in order to represent a particular color. So let me just save this file now, and this time we have applied the blue color to the text, and let us reload this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, this is a paragraph is getting displayed with the blue color as the text color now. What if we provide the green component as well in this particular color? So instead of 00, we will provide FF. So this is the color that is the result of the combination of the green and the blue color now. So let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, this is a paragraph is getting displayed in a different color which we have set by using this particular hex color. So guys, you can play around with this hex color values as well and understand how it works, so that you can use it based on your requirements. Now guys, apart from this, we also have something called as alpha component in the RGBA values of the color. Now guys, alpha is nothing but it defines the transparency, that is how much transparent a particular color should be. So let's say we want to apply certain background color to this div element over here. So what we can do is, simply we have the div element in this case inside the style.css file, followed by open and close curly braces, and this time we are going to use the background color property, and we are going to provide RGB, and as you can see we have the A component as well. So you provide red, green, blue colors, and then in the end you provide the alpha which will go from 0 up to 1. So let us check that as well. So when we provide the red, green and blue components, so let's say we provide the same color, that is red color over here, as the background color for the div element. So for the red component we provide 255 as the number, for the green component we provide 0 as the number, and for the blue component we provide 0 as the number. And let's say we provide the alpha value as 1 this time. So what will happen? So let us check that. I'll save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So as you can see, the div element is now having the background color as red color now, and guys, it is a pure red color. So basically when we provide the alpha value as 1, there is no transparency for that particular color. Now let us say we want this background color to be transparent to some extent. So let us say we change this alpha component to 0.5 over here. So when we change it from 1 to 0.5 in this case, Let me just save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. As you can see, the background color that is red is now little bit transparent, and this is the way that you can define transparency by using the alpha component in the RGB values. Let us say we want to make it more transparent, so when we change it to 0.1, I'll save this file now and try reloading this page once again on the browser. So it has become very transparent now. There is a red color as you can see, but it is very transparent in this case, and when we set it to 0, then it should disappear. So when we change the alpha component to 0, I'll save this file now and try reloading this page. So there is no red component that is getting displayed as the background color. Let me just set it to 0.3 over here so that we can see that red color to some extent. I'll save this file now and try reloading this page. So as you can see, we have the red color, but it is little bit transparent over here, and this is the way that we can use the alpha component if we want to show certain transparency to the colors based on our requirements. So guys, these are certain ways in order to provide the color values in CSS. Comment in the comment section below which is your favorite way of providing the CSS colors. Please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. The next video that we are going to talk about is background property in CSS. So stay tuned.